I put some gas in a chainsaw. I really don't know if it's gonna fire up. Welcome back to 25 High, by the way. I'm hopefully about to run to the woods real quick, and I may need this. I know there's one tree in the road. Recently had a tornado, so there might be more. I don't know. Basically, kind of what I've started doing recently. I used to do it a little bit every now and then, and I kind of want to get back into it. I kind of want to do it better and more often. Is basically I just pick up a camera whenever something's going on, or whenever I feel like picking up a camera in the morning. Or, well, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now, but that's besides the point. Basically, I want to pick up a camera whenever something starts happening and put it down whenever I feel like I have a video, basically. So, I'm about to run to the woods and figured may as well see if the chainsaw will start up. Like I say, no clue if it will. Sounds like I'm not even gonna take the chainsaw if it won't start up. I don't know what's wrong with that thing. It's been kind of a piece for a while. I really want an electric chainsaw just so I can keep it in my truck. It would be really nice to have me a little electric chainsaw just to keep in the bed of my truck for when I run up to the woods, especially on my lease. I'm not even sure if it's legal to cut a tree out of a road on public. I'm sure nobody would mind, but I don't know. Let's try to beat this rain to the woods. So, my plan for today for this is just basically, I don't have any corn, I don't have any more mineral, nothing like that. I really just want to see how the mineral is held up to the rain, because we've had rain almost every day, and also if the deer are still hitting it. And one thing I did that I feel like is fairly smart is I put a lot of that mineral on top of a stump, on top of stumps in 2 of these spots. So I'm hoping that, because everybody's seen those advertisements for like the liquid mineral and stuff. You pour it over a stump and the deer eat the stump. So I was hoping that kind of would have the same effect here, kind of. I don't really know. That's just what my thoughts were, but basically I'm just seeing how the deer are reacting to the mineral, because this is basically just an experiment for me. And also, if some of you guys don't really know that much about deer, I want to show you like just how much growth there's most likely been since the last time we came out here, which feels like it's been like a month. I don't know how long it's been since I put that mineral out. My camera got knocked off of where it was supposed to be aimed, which is not great. But I don't know how much of this is from the rain or from deer, but I want to show you like a before picture. I'm going to flash that up on the screen right now. And this is the after. Now, like I mentioned, a lot of this is probably from the rain, but I think this is about the same angle that I took the picture at. It sure seems like something's been hammering, which, like I say, definitely could be the rain, could be deer in here hammering it. And the only way we're going to know is see those pictures. Now, just to give you guys a quick little refresher, the reason I chose this spot is this is like the same exact spot that I would look for on public. I know there's a lot of deer in this general area. There's a food plot not far behind me. Really thick pines that way, which they definitely could and do bed in. There's a big creek bottom down here, which they like to travel along plus bed in. And then this specific spot is like an opening that almost has like a visual screen all the way around it. There's like thick vines, thick yopons and gallberries all the way around this, beauty berries, you know, stuff like that. And there's a lot of oaks here, so it's a good feeding area that's basically surrounded. It's next to a bedding area and surrounded by a visual screen from predators, mostly humans. So we're gonna fix that camera real quick, and I'm gonna show you these pictures, hopefully. 986 photos, and I got 0 pictures of bucks on that one. Kind of stings, but my whole plan is I want the whole herd to be better, to be healthier with this, project. So it's working. I just wish that I had some bucks on camera. And I did have a buck here, and I feel like this would definitely be a spot that bucks should show up eventually. which lends me to believe it might be a harder spot to kill a buck. But, you know, take what cards you're dealt. Anytime you gain information about deer, especially if it's a place that you like lease or whatever, any information you can gather is good information. So I can almost definitely come in here at some point during bow season and shoot a doe. Now I may have to hunt. I'm not saying it's like a given. Nothing in hunting's a given, but this area's got some does in it, and that could mean that it's a really good rut spot as well. So we're gonna go check the other two spots. It's kind of starting to rain a little bit, but I figured I'd tell you guys a little bit about it. It looks like this spot's been hammered right here. Like it's been dug out. There's one really big track in it, so I'm kind of excited that I'm coming here during the rain because hopefully that'll wash some of my scent away. But I gotta kind of adjust my camera. But basically, so this spot is kind of one of those areas that Kay was talking about on our recent podcast. It's more of a travel area. It's not necessarily right on the edge of a bedding area or anything like that. So there's this big creek bottom behind me, but it's not one of those creek bottoms that they bed in, because it's kind of like creek bottom drops off to the creek and comes back up, and then on the other side it's a potential bedding area for a little ways. And then there's a creek crossing / ditch crossing. This is what I was talking about, the discrepancies in those creek bottoms, because there's like a ditch that funnels from a big swamp behind me that is a bedding area, a partial bedding area. And it funnels either way, discrepancy in the creek bottom, because you can see like kind of straight back there's like this small band. It's kind of hard to see. There's a small band of thick stuff that comes out, and a lot of these deer are funneling through this corner that creates. And then over on the other side there's almost like a staging bedding area almost. It's not a very prominent bedding area, but there's always does in this area, if that makes sense. This could only be like a rut spot as far as for killing bucks. So if I only have does on this camera, I'm not even gonna come in here. This won't be a spot that I wanna kill does and I wanna put pressure on. It's gonna be more of a spot I wanna leave alone until the rut, if there's not bucks here now. Because during the rut, like this creek crossing back behind me was huge during the rut. There was deer on it constantly, bucks, big bucks. And then when I hunted here, from what I saw when I hunted here, there were deer crossing a bunch of different areas, and probably crossing this creek in other areas, coming out of, like I mentioned, that kind of staging bedding area, that secondary bedding area, which could be like a night bed type situation based on some stuff I've seen on cameras and just general knowledge of the area. So anyway, all I'm trying to say is this spot is more of a travel area than a feeding or bedding area. And like the other area is like a food transition between a bed and more food. And then the other area is kind of a transition but out of the bedding area. So yeah, we'll go to the next spot after I show you what's on this camera. And this is weird. I've got like, I don't even know how many pictures, but it's just does and old turkey birds. I don't know. On to the next spot. Looks like they haven't hit it as hard as I was hoping. There's still definitely been deer here. Okay, so hopefully this dude sticks around. It's pretty cool. There's a crow and a deer both there. Just show you a couple pictures of him. I hope he sticks around just so I can show you the amount of growth. This was June 24th of this year. This is just the next day. The only reason I've showed, first off, you can already see a little bit of growth in just one day, but we also have a little bit of bachelor group action. It's also pretty interesting to see the difference in growth between these two deer. That's pretty cool. So this is the last picture I have of a buck, or the last buck I have a picture of, and I think this is that one that only showed up one time. You can see he's grown some, but he really hasn't grown that much. That other one, he's showing up a lot, but I don't know, I may have to put some more corn out. So it's pretty exciting just to see the results, even if they're not like exactly what I wanted. This spot, I was thinking I might have, this would be the one I'd have to backtrack, which I still probably will have to, but it's more exciting than I was thinking. I got 2 bucks that are probably going to be shooters. And one of the hardest deer to age, in my opinion, is a southern summer whitetail. Because they all look the same, except the bucks have antlers. It's just so hard to see their age when they're skinny and it's, you know, summer coats and all that stuff. Anyway, I got to get to Cade's pretty soon. I think we're doing a podcast tonight, so I don't know. I'll see you guys whenever I pick up the camera again. Well, looks like the weather's starting to clear up, at least up here. Where we're supposed to be going, it's supposed to not be as bad. The radar said that there's no rain down south of us, so hopefully we should be good. If it's bad, I'm gonna tell them either leave me in the truck or take me home, because I don't feel like getting out in any more nasty weather than I have, especially filming yet. But I think we're going down pretty much like the mouth of a river that funnels into a bay, something like that. We're gonna stay fairly close to shore. We might be in a bayou or something off of the bay. I don't know. We're going to brackish water. We're gonna try to catch some, I don't know, like 75, 80 pound redfish, maybe bigger. I don't know. That's kind of the plan though. Nah, I'd be happy if we even caught one red, just so you guys know. So, or speck, or some white trout, I don't care. Either way, y'all stay tuned. What's up, Love It?
What's going on?
What's up, Nolan?
What's going on?
Already tangled up. All right, we're 3 deep in a John boat out here at a bayou that we know of. I've hooked into some fish. I don't know if I've ever even caught anything out here. And I'm probably not using the best rig because I'm using a Ned rig. But I've also seen people catch like redfish and stuff on these. Okay, that's gonna make me angry. It's doing it again. I got something. I got something. First cast.
Get the net. Where's he at?
He's right here. Little speck. Little speck.
Speck?
Yeah, a little speck. Hey, that's a keeper speck.
That's a keeper. Bring it back here.
Holy crap. God, they're strong, dude. Yeah, let Love It get it. God, they're dark, dude. Yes,
Dude, first throw.
Dude. First cast.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Out here filming the intro.
Right on the edge of I accidentally cast it right on the edge of that grass. Is that keeper?
I don't know what's the size on these. Give me my phone. I got an app.
Lip him real quick. All right, am I on hook?
He's over 15.
I don't know what the limit is.
15 is the minimum.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, keeper speck on the first cast, dude. I've never even caught a fish out here.
This is a good trip already.
Even if I've had so many trips where I catch a fish on the first cast and don't catch anything, so I hope I can finally break that curse. Or maybe y'all two can just tear them up.
Yeah.
I'm using a Ned rig. I want to show you guys what I'm using if no one ever gets to say undone. Okay, so this is a little Sakoshi bug, 13,000 fish or whatever it is. Oh, I'm shaking, dude. That was awesome. That's the first speck I've ever caught like without somebody who knew what they were doing. That's awesome.
Oh no.
I landed in their yard. Oh, dang it.
He break you off? Yep.
Well, I landed, you're over my line and I'm in their yard. Alright, red. I'm hooked up on something big. Alright guys, so Love It's behind the camera right now. Nolan had to stay home because he wasn't feeling too great for some reason, but we got our 2 fillets here, and we're going to go ahead and season them up a little bit. We got a little bit of little bit of salt. Nothing too crazy. Got some Cavender's seasoning. Check that stuff out. This stuff is like one of my favorite seasonings for literally anything. We're gonna sprinkle that on there, real light, fairly light. May as well go ahead and put a little pepper on there, just a little bit of black pepper, and then some Tony's Satcheries. This and Cavender's are two seasonings I put on literally everything. Anything from a deer steak to like, obviously fish. I'll put it on everything. And we're not going super heavy with our seasonings, just enough to like make it good. And I got a little bit of lemon juice here too. So we're gonna just a light drizzle. That should be plenty right there. And basically we're just gonna flip it. We're gonna pat this in, flip it, do the same thing, and then put a little butter like on and around it, and then we'll show you in a second. Alright guys, so we got the oven preheating, we got the fish all seasoned up. The last step is we're gonna put just a little bit of butter on it. I'm gonna put about a tablespoon on each fillet, kind of just right there in the middle. And we're just gonna, after this, we're just basically just gonna put it in the oven and kind of sort of hope for the best. Like, we're gonna wrap it up in the tin foil, and after that, basically it's just hoping for the best. Alright, so we're going to let that sit for about 25 minutes. I think the recipe I looked up, I didn't use any of the seasonings from the recipe. I basically just used the time to cook in the recipe. It said 20 to 25 minutes, and since the oven is not all the way heated, I think I'm just going to leave it for about 25 and we're going to check it. Hopefully it'll be done. Hopefully it'll be edible. I don't really know. So we'll check back with you guys. It'll be like 2 seconds for you guys, but it'll be probably about 25-30 minutes for us, so y'all stay tuned. Hopefully this is decent. It smells really good. Let me check and see if it's done real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely done. Oh yeah, dude, that's flaky as crap, bro. That's awesome. We're gonna let this cool down for just a second and make our plates and see what happens, basically. Alright, we're gonna try this fish real quick. Like I say, I don't know how it's gonna turn out. It smells really, really good, but this is my first time cooking speckled trout like this. So, whenever you're ready. What you think?
Dude, that is amazing right there.
I appreciate it. It is really good. That might be one of the best fish I've ever cooked.
I think it is the best fish I've ever ate before.
Really? I had one fish that I think might top this just a hair, and it was a mangrove snapper. Maybe.
The only thing close to this would be grilled the same way. It was mahi-mahi.
It's hard to beat mahi though.
Yeah.
Like, really hard. Dude, that is really good.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually shocked at how good I did. Like, that's really good. It might be slightly overdone, but the flavor is just amazing.
The flavor is
great. And it's super flaky. Like, look at that. It's just white, good meat.
You try to pick it up, it falls apart. Like.
Yeah. Heck yeah. We're gonna finish this, and I'll catch you guys back on the outro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really sorry we didn't catch more fish, but none of us really know what we're doing in saltwater or brackish water, whatever it may be. But how was that fish? How was that fish?
It was Grade A, amazing.
I think he might be just hyping it up a little bit for the video. Really?
No.
He said he's not. I mean, I thought it was really good, but like, I don't know. I've had like 1 or 2 fish better. Like that, I will say, I don't like to brag on my cooking, but that was one of the best things I've ever cooked.
I would pay for that in a restaurant in a heartbeat.
Hey, that's good enough for me. So hopefully in the future we can catch more saltwater fish and do more catch and cooks. And that's something I really want to get into more, but I just haven't spent the time out there to really figure it out. Like today, I got lucky on my first cast and caught a legal speck. Lucky. I'm telling you, it was lucky. So, but anyway, I want to get more into that. I want to get better at it in the future, and I want to get better at cooking. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. This was kind of a different than normal video, but either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, click the like button, click the subscribe. If you want to see more similar stuff, leave a comment down below. And as always, check out our hats, by the way. This is, I think it's the Casual Countryman or the something like that. I don't know. It's a pretty sick hat. This is my favorite one of our hats. I can't talk. I can't English right now. This is one of my favorite hats that we make right now. It's got the tan, it got the blue, it got the blue and black logo. It's pretty sick. And Lovey, what's your favorite hat that we make?
The one that Cade was wearing on the 4th of July that probably is not in storage yet.
Oh, that one's not available yet. But we will have a new hat available soon as like camo hats gets in stock. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Always remember to live life 25 high. We'll see you next time.